How you told away even about your guy? How you told away even about your guy? How you told away even about your guy? How you told away even about your How you told away even about your guy? How you told away even about your guy? How you told away even about your guy? How you told away even about your
And there we go. We are live again for the semifinals of the PDC World Darts Championship. And I'm very excited about this one. We have a great matchup lineup. A little disappointed because the perfect matchup lineup for me in the semifinals would be, or in the finals would be Stephen Bunting versus Luke Littler. But unfortunately, that's not how the draw worked out. But we have 2 days left of darts, tonight and tomorrow night. Tomorrow night is the finals. And yeah, it's can't believe that we are already here for the last bit of the World Darts Championships, and then we get started with a whole new season of darts. starting with the World Series. So they have not published the calendar, but I would assume it would start with the World Series of Darts in Bahrain again. So wouldn't surprise me if that happens. Most likely, depending on when they are, could be doing some watch-alongs with that. But today's schedule of events, we have Chris Dobey taking on mighty Michael van Gerwen. And the evening in the last match is going to be Stephen Bunting versus Luke Littler. First to 6, a race to 6, so a best of 11 sets. That's going to be good. So, but how did these guys get here? How did we end up with these 4 players into the semifinals? So, let's start with Chris Dobey. Chris Dobey had kind of a, I wouldn't say an easy run. He definitely had some matches that he had to go against. His first match was in the second round where he took on Alexander Merckx and ended up winning that 3-1 in the second round, and then went to the third round and faced off against Josh Rock. Now, Josh Rock is somebody you can't sleep on at all. And he ended up, and Chris Dobey won that 4-2. Then in the fourth round, he had to play a very competitive match against Kevin Dotes. I actually had Dotes as a dark horse for winning this matchup, and potentially making it a good run to the semifinals and possibly playing for a final. Chris Dobey got the best of him 4-3, and that was a really good match to watch. And then finally in the quarterfinals, Chris Dobey had to face off against Gerwen Price, who's been in very good form the last in this tournament. Unfortunately for Gerwen Price, Chris Dobey was just that tiny bit better. Just that tiny bit better. Had some troubles with getting some doubles and especially on match darts, but ended up winning the match 5-3. And that's how we get Chris Dobey into the semifinals. Now, taking a look at the one and only Michael van Gerwen. Michael van Gerwen, again, he was a seeded player, so he did not have to play a first round match. He ended up playing in the second round where he took on James Hurrell. Ended up whitewashing that set 3-0. Then he had to take on the very dangerous Brendan Dolan. Brendan Dolan, as we all know, can really step up when in this tournament. This is where he shines, is in the World Darts Championship. So he ended up... Michael van Gerwen ended up winning that 4-2 with a 97 average, 96 for Brendan Dolan, and moved on to the fourth round where Michael van Gerwen had to take on Jeffrey de Graaf. Jeffrey de Graaf, obviously a really good player in this tournament. He's been very, very good. And I'm not sure what's going on with PDC TV. It's not. I should have started by now. Okay. I guess we're just waiting on them. But Michael van Gerwen with 101.98, almost a 102 average, wins that match 4-2, and then took on Callum Ridds, who I actually thought was going to win that match. I thought Callum Ridds had a very big possibility of taking home that win. He did not. With 103.1 average, Michael van Gerwen beats Callum Ridds, who had a 103.8, 5-3. So that is how Michael van Gerwen got to the semifinals and has a chance to play in the finals tomorrow night. Now, the next person we'll look at is Stephen Bunting. Now, Stephen Bunting was already on my dark horse list. I thought he had a very good chance at winning, potentially running to the finals, depending on what Luke Littler did and everything. But Stephen Bunting, again, a seeded player. He was number 8 coming into the tournament. His second round matchup was Kai Goddard. Again, 3-1 set wins there with a 92 average. And then Bunting went on to face Razma, who I thought had a great World Championship run. Rora 1969, thank you very much for the follow. Really appreciate that. That gets us closer to the goal of 20. So hopefully we'll get that in this stream before tomorrow. But Stephen Bunting with 100.06 average per visit beats Madar's Razma 4-1. And then Stephen Bunting in his fourth round had to face Luke Woodhouse. Now, Luke Woodhouse, live stream? What do you mean live stream? I will not be showing the broadcast at all. This is a watch along. I can get in trouble for showing the broadcast. Anyways, back to this. So Luke Woodhouse, Stephen Bunting, 4 nils. Luke Woodhouse with the 96 average. Then yesterday took on Peter Wright, who's been in also very good form over this tournament. But unfortunately, it was too much for Peter Wright against Stephen Bunting, where Stephen Bunting won 5-2 with a 95.5 average. Now, Luke Littler has been on a run this tournament. Obviously, now the favorite to win the PDC World Darts Championship after being knocked out by Luke Humphreys was knocked out by the great and one and only Peter Wright. Luke Humphreys, who is on the top half of the draw, I would say has had kind of an easier time getting through this. So, where is he at? I gotta find him on this list. Here we go. So second round matchup was against Ryan Meikle. He averaged 100.85, where he also averaged in one set 141 points per visit. Beats Ryan Meikle 3-1, then took on Ian White, where Ian White just really didn't stand a chance. 4-1, averaging 97.84. But then he had a tough challenge in the fourth round with Ryan Joyce. Ryan Joyce has been in really good form, has been one of the better players the last couple of months. Won that 4-3 and averaged 103.14. Absolutely insane numbers and insane averages. And then in the quarterfinals, taking on his good mate Nathan Aspinall, averaged 101.5 and ended up winning the match 5-2 over Aspinall. So that is the look of how we got here. Again, Chris Doby taking on Michael Van Gerwen and Stephen Bunting and Luke Littler on the docket today. So PDC is having a problem, I think. Let's see here. I'm trying to get the stream to load, but it's not loading. I wonder if it has to do with the fact that I have 2 different browsers going. Let me check. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and shut this, one of my browsers down and see if we can fix this. But yeah, welcome on in, everybody who is tuning in. Definitely would like to know your predictions. In order to get into the chat, make sure you hit that follow button. We still got about 10 minutes before the match starts, so but I'm missing all the fun commentary that they do beforehand with Sky Sports. So trying to get it pulled up here. What is happening here to PDC? I'm going to check Twitter real quick and make sure X. Okay, so apparently PDC TV is down right now. So I will try and wait here. They should have it up and running soon. So yeah, we'll have it up soon. Again, we still got about 8 minutes until the match starts. 9 minutes. So yeah, 8 minutes, 8.5 minutes. So, but I hope everyone's having a good evening, afternoon, morning from wherever you are watching from. But yeah, 2 more days. Two more days of the PDC World Darts Championship. And then after we have that all said and done, then obviously the Premier League will be announced. The schedule for 2025, and happy 2025 to everybody watching today. Again, I hope you are going to enjoy. Make sure you hit that follow button here on Twitch, and as well and hit subscribe on YouTube. That way you can chat with me and we can talk about the matches today. My predictions for today. I think Chris Dobey is going to get the better of Michael van Gerwen because we haven't seen the full capability of Chris Dobey in this tournament. I think he's got a lot more in the tank, and he is going to be ready to play, especially against the 3-time champion. Patolo Fran, thank you. Thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. Really do. Thank you. That gets us 2 away from my 20 followers goal. Once we hit that, we're going to jump it up to 50 as well. But I do think Chris Dobey will win 6 sets to 5. I think that is going to be the scoreline. Michael van Gerwen's very good. He's a very good player. This is not a knock against him. I just think Chris Dobey is going to show up to play today. Cook and Ben, thank you. Thank you for the follow. We're 1 away now. 1 away. And then, oh, there we go. We hit it. Susan Dutch, thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's 2 followers. We've hit the goal, which means we get to go for 50 now. So 20 followers was the goal, and now we get to go further. So Rasta Brad, thank you. Live stream, no. Patolo fan, hello. Is this a live stream? No, this is a watch along. Watch alongs are different. Watch alongs, you can talk about the games and stuff. If I show any parts of the broadcast or any audio, anything like that, it is I will get my channel taken down. So that is something that is illegal to do, and we're not going to do it here. So, but I guarantee you there's probably stuff out there where you can watch and you can hang out here and talk about what is happening. So awesome. What we got there. But have a good stream. Cooking Ben. Yeah, but have a good stream. I must search further than... Yeah, well, right now, PDC TV is having problems. PDC, it's currently down. So a lot of the streaming sites that use PDC as their way of showing content, it's currently not working. So, good luck with that. Don't know why it's not working, but we will wait. Still got about 5 minutes until we get going. Again, not too worried, okay? Not too worried whatsoever. All right, so that goal is done. So we're going to move it up to 50 here. Sorry, I have to do a bunch of new things now. So there we go. New follower goal has started. And now we're going to try and go for 50. So... Again, this is not good. And I've been talking about this with some friends of mine who are darts fans and stuff, and have been talking about, you know, the Sky Sports deal, the ITV deal. are up after this year. And what does the PDC need to do? They need to invest in their PDC TV platform. They need to make this platform work. This is a good source of revenue. And they need to make investments into it. So Okay, Waters, thank you very much for the follow. Thank you. Yeah, the BDC better figure this out. Especially their live streaming people. They better figure out what's going on here, why it's not working. I wonder if it's having the same problems on the app. And knowing how the PDC operates, it probably does. I'm just going to check on my phone and see if it's having the same problems. Okay, so they're doing walk-ons right now. Daniel Fitters, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Welcome in. What's wrong? So the PDC TV website is down right now. That is what is going on. But I will just confirm with everybody here that the walk-ons have started for the first match. Not sure why they're not getting it working on their website. So Michael Van Gerwen being introduced to the crowd, of course. The 3-time world champion. I have problems with Viaplay. Yeah, I think it's like the PDC app is working. I just pulled it up on my phone so I can at least see what's happening here. Let me just try something here. I hate doing it like this, but we're gonna have to. Screen close. Man, Chris Dobey and Michael Van Gerwen playing against each other for the first time in this World Championship in a semifinal. This is the first time for Chris Dobey to be in the semifinals of the World Darts Championship. I don't think it gives them much of an edge, though, in that, as Michael Van Gerwen is very familiar to be in this spot. So it does appear it's going to be Chris Dobey's throw in this first set. So that's what I can tell you. So the scoreboard's going to be up on your screen over here. Excuse me, I should point that way. There we go. Do it this there we go. So over here is going to be the scoreboard, so you guys can track along here. I have it set to a delay to match with me because there's about a 20-second delay between the live scores on the website and the live stream. So we'll keep it like that. Hopefully we don't have to make any adjustments because it's already rendered quite a bit of delay. So right now they're just warming up. Michael Van Gerwen will not have the throw in this first one. Rod Stewart and John Stud, and John Part will be the commentators for this first one. And here we go for Chris Dobey. He hits a single 5, goes down to the treble 19, hits trip 19, but then a 3. So not a great start for Chris Dobey. Goes down to 436. Michael Van Gerwen right away, trip 20 and 180 to start off his first visit there, and he's already looking quite strong here. Chris Dobey, though, finding the trip 20 and hits 2 of them. Goes to, gets a no, he didn't. He only hit 1 of them. So 100 for Dobey. Michael Van Gerwen goes 140, gets him down to 181. And now Chris Dobey goes down to 196. Michael Van Gerwen up next. Now hits single 20, goes down to the 19s, misses the trip 19, goes back up, hits trip 18, and is at 88. So he's already on a checkout here. Dobey's going to have to put some pressure. Again, this is only the first leg of potentially many more. First set of a potential 11. It's a race to 6. And Michael Van Gerwen going for the bullseye, misses it wide and just hits the single bull, leaves 25. Now an opportunity for Dobey, hits 10. Goes up to 12, leaves tops. Goes for tops, just under it. So maybe some nerves, early nerves here for Chris Dobey. And Michael Van Gerwen checks out on double 8. After going with the single 9. So now Michael Van Gerwen with the throw. Gets 96, excuse me. Dobey, 1 trip 20, misses the second dart, goes down low, goes single 17. Something I've noticed in this tournament is a lot more guys going to that single 7, going trip 17 instead of single trip 19 in situations like that. So again, some nerves at play for Chris Dobey. He knows this is an opportunity for him. So Van Gerwen, 180, a maximum, goes down to 100. And that should be an easy out for him. Chris Dobey's trip 20, single 20, and a trip 21 40. That does not get him down to an out, leaves him 207. Van Gerwen goes trip 20, then for tops, gets in. That's going to end leg number 2. So Michael Van Gerwen already very hot off the bat here, up 2 legs to nothing in this first set of a potential 11. Chris Dobey now up to throw again. He's got 2 in the trip 20, hits through all 3 in there. That's a maximum. That was great. That's exactly what he needed. And that brings the tournament 180s to 850. Wasn't it last year that they got up to almost near 1,000, or was it over 1,000 last year? I can't quite remember. 140 for Dobey, leaves 84. So he's finally on his checkout and has a potential chance to take a leg away here. But he's already 2 legs down. But again, he's just feeling, I feel like he was just a little nervous, playing a little bit more conservatively in the first couple legs. And maybe now he's starting to feel a little bit more comfortable. Hits trip 16, double 8. No, just on the inside wire. But now he will have an opportunity again. He leaves 8 while Van Gerwen's on 269. Van Gerwen, trip 19, goes to trip 20, hits the single 20, gets down to a finish of the big fish, and double 4 for Chris Dobey right in the middle of the pad of the bed there on the double 4. And now finally Chris Dobey picks up a leg here in this opening set. Great darts from Michael Van Gerwen, going single 22, trip 9, or yeah, double trip 20, then 2 trip 19s. Leaves him still on a possible 9 darter. Now Van Gerwen Trip 20. Oh, single 20. And then a trip 5. Oi, oi, oi. Goes down to 232. Not a good visit there by Van Gerwen. Leaves 175. An opportunity for Chris Dobey, though. If he hits a 180, it's a 140 out of it. So putting some pressure on, but Michael Van Gerwen now is going to set himself up for the out. Trip 20, single 20, single 20, 100. I'm going to have to probably pull this up on my tablet just so I can see it better. Again, Chris Dobey, he does set himself up with an out of 150, but this will be easy for Van Gerwen. Hits single 17, needs 18. Goes to the 18, now tops. Easy for Michael Van Gerwen, and the first set belongs to mighty Michael Van Gerwen. Okay. So now that we have a moment here, I'm going to go ahead and set up my tablet just so I have a little bit of a bigger screen in front of me. I don't like looking at my phone and looking at such a tiny screen. Lock out. Well, we wait. I'm hoping they fix this before the Littler game. If not, I'm going to come unglued. Because this is not what I wanted. So, but first set averages. Michael Van Gerwen a 103.8 in the first set. Chris Dobey a 99. So he's right up there. Van Gerwen leads the 180 categories 4-2. 140s though. Chris Dobey showing up with that 4-2 in favor of Dobey. And then 180s thrown 2-1. Excuse me, I meant to say ton plus, so 100 to 140, 4-2 in favor of mighty Michael Van Gerwen. So, you know, I still think that Chris Dobey was just dealing with a little bit of nerves, which is understandable. You know, this is for a spot. In the World Darts Championship final tomorrow. Tomorrow evening, tomorrow afternoon, from wherever you watch. Again, welcome to all the new followers. We have really ticked up the followers. I was at 17, 16 when I started the stream, and now we're up to 22. So we achieved the goal of the live stream, and now we're on the way to 50. So make sure you all hit that follow button if you haven't done so already. Make sure you also subscribe to my YouTube channel, where there'll be a lot more darts content coming in 2025 on there. So make sure to hit those buttons. I just want to remind people, if you're expecting a live stream or a broadcast or anything on this channel here on Twitch or on YouTube, that ain't gonna happen here. So, and I will tell you, if you are in an area where you can get PDC TV, get it. It's very affordable. It's worth it, especially if you're a darts fan like myself. It's very nice to have stuff like that. So back to the broadcast here. They're just getting ready to restart here. But a very packed house at the Alexander Palace. So Michael Van Gerwen will have the darts in this second set. Again, I think this is going to go 6-5. It can go 6-5 either direction. Because I think Dobey just now, I think he's like, okay, I'm through the first set. You know, wasn't quite my best, but I know I can do better. I know I can do much, much better than that. So he's going to definitely show up here. Just watch. I can see him winning this set 3-0. So. And Michael Van Gerwen comes out right away, hits 59. And Chris Dobey needs to take advantage of that. Okay, looks like I do need to put a couple more delays here. Fun. Don't like putting more delays, but it must be done. Duplicate. Like, it just needs to be, like, duplicated by a couple more seconds. Kind of meet with me a little bit more. There we go. There we go. Chris Dobey now. It's down to 227. Gets 2 trip 19s in there. Leaves 93. And now Michael Van Gerwen hits a trip 1. Single 20. So he's 23. Then a 57. Leaving 70? Yeah. 70 for that. No, 80. 80. Yep, 80. So it goes down to 219. So an opportunity for Chris Dobey. He can set it up. He doesn't have to go for it. He does go for the double 16. Misses wide. So now he's got to go. He'll have another visit, though, at that. $100 for Van Gerwen leaves 100. So here goes Dobey right in the double 16 bed. Guess what? Michael Van Gerwen now down one leg. This is the first time he's been down in the game. That was a great throw by Chris Dobey to make that work out. So 1 leg to 0 for Chris Dobey in the second set. Michael Van Gerwen was very good in that first set. He was 3 of 5 at double for 60%. That is a rowdy crowd tonight there. Chris Dobey, a single 20, trip 20. Good patience there. Gets 100 out of it. Goes down to 210. Now Michael Van Gerwen right away hits trip 20, trip 20, and goes down. He went for the bullseye and misses it entirely. So thank God the app works. So I can at least watch it on a tablet or something in front of me. Here's Michael Van Gerwen now. Goes trip 18, then to the single 20. Tried to get the trip 20 in there. Does not get anything out of it. So 84 left. Now Chris Dobey has a chance here to go 2 legs up. Hits single 4. Not good enough. He needs a good one here. He has tops left after hitting. No, he has bullseye left after hitting a single 16. And leaves 25. Now an opportunity for Van Gerwen to steal one away, really. So, submit a ticket here to PDC and see what's going on. Why is PDC TV not working? So 98 and 97, excuse me, for Doby gets him down to 308. Now Van Gerwen doesn't get quite the visit he wanted there. Goes down to 261. An opportunity for Doby to really take control here. Hits 2 trip 18s. Gonna fill up the bed? No, he doesn't. But still a good visit. Leaves him down to 182. Doesn't leave him an out. Now Van Gerwen needs a big visit here to get to a decent out. Has single 20, single 5. Hits trip 19. No, that doesn't even get him to an out. 179. So left. So here goes Chris Doby. He's going to set himself up. So he'll be the first one to an out here. A3 Jan 52. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. Thank you very much. We're up to 23 now. So can we get 50 before tomorrow? That'd be great. So Van Gerwen now does get to an out. He's on tops. But can Chris Doby do something? No, he cannot. Well, no, he needs a trip 19. Still he does. Now bullseye. Just a little high. Again, darts is just a game of margins. Just a game of margins there, and that's where it was. And Michael Van Gerwen, very good on tops, gets it up on the trip on the double 20 to take the leg. Dobey, trip 19 in there, gets down to 405, so a 96. Good there by Van Gerwen. Leaves 378. Now here comes Chris Doby again. 2 single 20s. And then a trip 19. Leaves 308. Now an opportunity for Van Gerwen to try and just bolster that little bit of a lead. And he doesn't. He doesn't retake the lead as he is trying to break the throw of Chris Doby. He's already done it once in this set. So can he do it again? Doby, 2 trip 18s and then a single 18. Goes down to 182 once again. Michael Van Gerwen hits a 180. He is on and out. There's 2 trip 20s and just above. Doesn't leave him an out though. Leaves him at 180. So Doby will have another visit at an out, but he needs to clean it up a little bit here. And he will. Nice job there by Chris Doby. Goes down to 48, leaves 16 and double 16. Or you can go 8 tops. Van Gerwen hits 2 single 20s. He's going to try and apply some pressure here if he gets the trip. He doesn't. So he gets 60, leaves 120 left. Now Chris Doby does need to take this out. Gets the single 16. Now double 16 to win the leg and tie it all up. And he will. Chris Doby ties the setup 2-all. Doby, 140. Gets him down to 361 on the Van Gerwen throw. Chris Doby needs another one of those trip 19s. He does get it. Both players playing very well right now. 106 in set 2 by Chris Doby. He's been playing very good darts in this second set. And now Van Gerwen gets a trip 20, misses the trip 19, goes for it again, misses both there. And now Chris Doby can take advantage of that. He goes up again for that trip 20, hits it once, almost hits it a second time, goes down low to the trip 17. Gets a good run out of that. Now leaves 96. Now Van Gerwen's going to try and set himself up here for an out. He's got to, and he does he? Yes, he does. Leaves the big fish. And Chris Doby, he's going to know he's going to have a potential second visit at this, and he will. So he leaves. He went from 96 down to tops. So now Van Gerwen needs the big fish. Misses the first dart, so that won't happen. And Chris Dobey has an opportunity to tie the sets up here. Chris Dobey needs tops to win. Goes up. No. Goes down to double 10. Misses that. Now double 5. Just under the wire on all 3 of those darts to try and go out here. And Van Gerwen on 74. This should be easy for him. And Van Gerwen misses the first dart at double. Then he gets the second one. And he's going to be thanking his lucky stars for that one, because he's able to steal the set away from Chris Dobey to go 2 sets up on Chris Dobey. Chris Dobey, though, played very well. Played very well in that second set. Just needed to out. You know, when you're playing these guys who are in the top 5 of the PDC, they're going to hit their outs. Especially on, you know, anything that's less than the ton. Like if it's like a 90 to 100 out, Michael Van Gerwen's going to get it. He's that good. So, but Chris Dobey does end up now with 101 average between the 2 sets. Van Gerwen's dropped down to a 96 in ton plus throws, so 100 to 140, 12 to 9 in favor of Chris Dobey on 140 plus, 7 to 4 in favor of Dobey. But only 3-180 so far in this matchup in the first 2 sets. 2 to 1 in favor of mighty Michael Van Gerwen. Okay, so finally the PDC did put out something about 20 minutes ago that, yes, they are having issues with their website. So I think they realized that people were getting kind of pissed and that probably they needed to say something that there was an issue. So I thought a very good first 2 sets by Michael Van Gerwen, but Chris Dobey is showing his skill here. He's showing just a little bit of that skill. So can he get it up there? Yes, he can. You know, averaging around 106 in that second set. I mean, very, very good darts. But Michael Van Gerwen, he is just so clutch when it matters. And that's what happened in this situation, is that he got to a reasonable out after Chris Dobey missed his, what I would have thought a very easy out on 40. And of course, for Michael Van Gerwen, tops is easy for him. You know, again, these are the types of guys that practice their outs on a daily, because it's more important to hit your outs than it is the power scorer. If you're just a power scorer but you can't hit outs, you're not going to win. And that's the problem with some of the players in the PDC right now, especially when you look outside of the top 15. They're really good power scorers, but when it comes down to the wire and they need to go out, they miss them. And that's kind of one of the problems with Chris Dobey, is that he doesn't land his outs consistently enough. He's not a 40 to 60% out percentage. He is more of a 30 to 40 out percentage. And right now that statistic is proving true. So But it's all right. If Chris Dobey just calms down, I think, again, still some nerves. He knows he can play better. But again, this is for the World Championship final tomorrow. This is for that spot. So all these guys are going to be going for it. So Chris Dobey will have the darts in this third set. Again, a race to 6. All right, here we go again. Chris Dobey only comes up with 60. A little bit of a deflation there by Chris Dobey. He just needs to pick himself up, and he'll be happy to see Michael van Gerwen hit a 1. Nice one. And then in 219. So Chris Dobey should be happy about that. Now he has to punish. And he's just throwing slightly under those trebles. Again, he just needs, I think, again, he's playing a little bit too conservatively. He doesn't want to throw it so hard that it goes all directions possible. You know, that's a problem with a lot of new dart players, is that you push your darts. You push it really hard. So he's playing just exactly like that. He's just playing just a little bit too conservatively. He doesn't want to push the darts, you know, but you just got to go for it at this point. Yeah, Chris Dobey right now is 3 for 11 on the doubles, so he's not even 30% on doubles. He's like 28% or something like that. So Dobey is going to go for bullseye here, try and get that score down to an out, and he does leave a 160 out, but Van Gerwen's on 188. Hits trip 20. Trip 20! Goes 140. I think he intentionally missed that third treble just to get it, so he wasn't leaving like a double 4 out. Dobey hits a 1, nice one, goes down to 19, hits a single 19, then up top to trip 20, leaves 80. Van Gerwen should take this out quite easily. Single 16, goes for the double, misses just slightly wide, and moves over, and then hits the single 16. An opportunity for Chris Dobey to steal this leg. So 80 for Dobey. He'll go trip 20. Misses the trip 20. Now he's got 20. Gets that and then goes to tops. Oh, just slightly high. Now Van Gerwen, double 8. Misses the first dart. Second dart. Ew, no score, hits double 16. He busts his score there, and he kind of gave a little bit of a grin there because he knows now Dobey can do this. Dobey to throw his first dart, hits single 20, goes down to double 10, misses that. Just outside the wire, goes for it again, gets it. So Chris Dobey comes up clutch. That was a steal of a leg. Van Gerwen had a chance to take home, get that first leg, and he doesn't. Now, Chris Dobey, that should bring up the confidence a little bit here. It's trip 5. And then single 20, trip 20. Gets down to 406. Van Gerwen now averaging right now in the 90s, low 90s, 93. To be exact for Michael van Gerwen, his lowest total so far in the tournament. Chris Dobey hits a trip 20, single 20, trip 19. Great darts. Goes down to 269. Took full advantage of the Van Gerwen mess up there. Very messy darts so far for Van Gerwen. Dobey gets 98, 97, 99 out of that. And now Van Gerwen switching up where he's throwing, hit 2 trip 19s and then a single bullseye, leaves the big fish. Chris Dobey, will he go for it? He gets the first one in there, gets the second one in there, bullseye. He gets it. Reel it in. Chris Dobey with a 170 checkout Goes now 2 legs up. That was awesome. Reel it in. That was, wow. Chris Dobey is up 2 legs here on Van Gerwen in this third set. And can he get a third set win here? Good. Make it 2-1. Van Gerwen's now dropped significantly in the averages. That time puts up a 140. Good visit by Michael Van Gerwen. Leaves 303. An opportunity for Chris Dobey, though, to get going in the scoring department here. It's a single 20. Another single 20 right in the same spot. Moves over on the Aki. Doesn't get it. Just moves slightly high of the wire. And now Van Gerwen is going to take advantage here. 2 trip 19s. Tries to fill it up. Doesn't. Gets the single 19. Leaves the big fish. And Dobey leaves the big fish as well. No, not the big fish. Goes down to 150. Now an opportunity for Van Gerwen to reel it in. No, he doesn't. Now Dobey with a 150 out. Doesn't get that either. Now 74 for Van Gerwen to take his first leg of this set. Goes tops. Misses way high. That was way high. Now Dobey needs a single 19. Double 16 to win the set. He gets it. Chris Dobey wins that third set. There won't be a break here. Next set there will be. So there we go for Chris Dobey to get his first set on the board here. Again, in a race to 6. Van Gerwen on 405. Both players now have won 6 legs. Good first dart by Dobey. Goes slightly under on the second dart. Goes down to trip 19. And leaves 359. So Michael Van Gerwen in control now of this first leg of the fourth set. He did have the darts, so let's start it off. Dobey was walking down the ladder. Ends up blocking the trip 20. Goes down to 19. Leaves 300. Van Gerwen now has an opportunity to set it up here, but hits the trip 1, then a single 20, and a single 19. That doesn't set him up at all. Dobey needs a good visit here. And he won't. Nope, he needed 2 trips in there, 2 triple 20s at least, to really put the pressure on Van Gerwen. So Van Gerwen will go 140. No! Dart bounced out and got caught between the darts and just hung there. Then the point was not in the bed, so Van Gerwen will have 100 remaining when he returns, but 140 for Dobey leaves 100 as well. Now Van Gerwen needs trip 20 tops. Gets the first dart in the trip 20, goes tops, and that was a very easy out. Makes it the first, I think that's the first ton plus checkout of the match. Now Dobey with the throw. Oh, I shouldn't say that because we had the big fish and a 108 by Dobey. 2 100s for Van Gerwen. Van Gerwen's going to fill up that trip 20. Yes, he does. 100 for Doby. Now here's Van Gerwen. The stay on a 9 darter. Oh no, here we go. Here we go for Michael Van Gerwen. He's on 1-4-1. Michael may hit and Michael may miss. So he'll start off at trip 20. Just high. Gets the bullseye. And then a trip 13. Leaves 32 when he returns. So 234 left for Dobey. Needs at least a maximum to put on the pressure. He doesn't get there. And double 16 for Michael Van Gerwen. He'll take the second leg here in the fourth set. Very easy by Michael Van Gerwen there. Very easy. $134 for mighty Michael Van Gerwen. Not a great visit there by Chris Dobey. He's just not hitting the triples as well as he was just in the previous set. So Van Gerwen now up to throw. Doesn't have a great visit, but currently still in charge of the leg. $134 there. Van Gerwen goes down to 73. Chris Dobey just throwing his darts just slightly under. He's just a little bit under his target. And for Van Gerwen, he'll go 19, 14 tops. Gets it. And Michael Van Gerwen goes 3 sets up on Chris Dobey. 3-1 here. So we will enter the fifth set, not the final set though, after the break. Now we can talk averages a little bit. Both players at one point were over 100. Now, right now, Michael Van Gerwen to 96.2, 94 point. Excuse me, 94.4 average. But Chris Dobey's been good in the ton plus department. 19-16 in favor of Chris Dobey and 140 plus, 9-8. But Michael Van Gerwen has the 180 advantage, 4-1. 4-1. So he's playing good darts. Let's see if PDC TV website is back working or not yet. And I'm trying to pay attention to everything that's happening with the PDC and their website and then still. Still massive problems. Like you can't even watch it at all on their website. That's okay. It's so far a decent match here, but Chris Doby does need to bring something. He needs to give it everything now. And thank you, Charles Scott, for subscribing on YouTube. I don't know why I did not receive that notification, but thank you. Thank you very much. Again, we're live on both YouTube and on Twitch today and tomorrow for the finals. Yeah, people are not happy. So Dobey with the darts here gets 100 out of it, and Michael Van Gerwen with a 140. Man, this is just as bad as when Netflix went down during the Tyson Jake Paul fight. Just as bad. Now someone's going to get fired. So, luckily it does work on the app, so I will use the app as much as I can until the live stream starts working. You know, that says something about tomorrow. Like, the stream better work tomorrow, or we are in some serious trouble with PDC TV. See if Edgar TV is saying anything about it either. Okay, but he's not doing a live stream, surprisingly. Neither is Mission Darts. No. Okay, so not very many people doing a watch along like this, it looks like. So Dobey needs a big visit here if he wants to get in front of Van Gerwen, and it's not going to happen. Oh, and it's even worse. Put insult to injury. Dobey now. Single 20, trip 19. Can he get another one in there? There we go. 134. Van Gerwen. Now he's picking up that very dangerous scoring that he has. Leaves 124 for Dobey. 108 for Michael Van Gerwen. Gets the first trip. Gets the single number. Goes for Thompson. Just up high. And Michael Van Gerwen, though, very comfortable in the driver's seat of this one. Dobey hits a single one. That doesn't get him any closer to a finish. Leaves 84 after that visit. Van Gerwen for tops. Single 20 goes double 10. Just gets it in there. And Michael Van Gerwen's up 2 legs to nothing here in the 5th set. Van Gerwen very dangerous now. Now he takes the lead in that 140 category, 11-9. And I think Chris Dobey knows that he is in trouble here now. He is in trouble. Comes away with 60 on that throw, and now Van Gerwen to set himself up. Gets the first trip 20. Doesn't hit the second one, but hits single 19 to end that one up with 99. Leaves 128 out. Chris Dobey hits single 1. Then that's a single 20. Goes for the trip 19. Hits 19. Ooh, not a great visit. Comes away with 40, excuse me. Michael Van Gerwen going for the 128 out. Doesn't get there. 210 for Dobey. He's under pressure. And you can see the confidence is gone on the number 15 ranked player of Chris Dobey. Leaves 152. Now 70 for Van Gerwen. Goes double 8. Misses that. Goes wide. Second dart is wide as well at double 8. Leaves 16. Now Dobey has a chance here. A very small one, but he gets the first dart in the treble. Needs a second one in there. Doesn't get it. Flights off. But he ends up with 100, leaving 52. Now Van Gerwen for 16 to take this match into the last possible set, or the possible last set of the match, and he misses all 3 wide. And now Chris and Dobey to try and steal a leg here. It's 20, needs double 16. Inside wire, goes up to double 8, gets it, and Chris Dobey gets a leg in. Now it's Michael Van Gerwen's turn to throw the darts. $144, I think that was. Yeah, 143 or something like that. But Chris Dobey with the 180. Goes high on the first dart for Dobey. Hits this treble though. Walks away with 100 to 27 remaining for Dobey. Van Gerwen now single 20, single 19, trip 17. Leaves 140. Again, this is for the set now. Dobey doesn't get into an out here. It may be set over, and he's not going to get there, I don't think. Now he leaves 146. That's going to be a tough one. That's a really awkward out. 2 trip 20s, double 10. Van Gerwen misses the 140. He knows he had an opportunity there. And leaves 20 for Van Gerwen. Now here's Chris Doby now. Trip 19. Hits the single 3. Needed 2 trips in there. Goes back up top. Hits 18. Van Gerwen with 1 dart. Hits the double 10. And that ends the set here 4-1. Favor of Michael Van Gerwen. And Van Gerwen is marching along here. He's feeling good in this tournament. In this matchup, he has just been throwing lights out. Again, both players not their best averages so far. Chris Dobey in that set, though, dropped his average down to a 92. And Michael Van Gerwen remained the same, around the 96, a mid-96. Still, Chris Dobey's hitting a lot more ton pluses, 27 to 22. Both very good in the 140 department, but Michael Van Gerwen now leads the category by 11 to 10. But still, only a total of 5 180s in this matchup. In the checkouts, 7 of 21 for Chris Dobey for 33%, and 12 of 28 for Van Gerwen of 43%. Checkout percentage. Both players on 2 ton plus checkouts. Highest for Chris Dobey was the big fish earlier when the set that he won. And for Michael Van Gerwen, he's only hit 100, which he's hit twice. I mean, come on, PDC. Like, let's... People pay for this service, and they you know, this is the problem I have with a lot of these streaming services. They charge money for them, but then they don't reinvest it back into, like, their platform. They just think of it as profits and getting their bottom dollar, but then they don't use that money to fix it, and there's still people having problems. I mean, people are saying they should stop the semifinal. That ain't going to happen. All right, back into this one. Michael Van Gerwen with the throw gets 100. And now Chris Dobey with the darts. Doesn't get 100, but gets 90 out of it. Or 91, I should say. Forgot where it's 501, not 500. Doby. 2 trip 20s. There it is, 180. That's the 6th one of the match. Dobey's not able to follow it up. Hits a single 4. Ugh. But is scoring better than Van Gerwen. But Van Gerwen may turn it on here. He hits a trip 20, single 18. So gets him down to 216. Dobey will set this up. Leaves 90. Now Van Gerwen needs a big visit here. Doesn't get a triple. No, he doesn't. Oi. Now Dobey has an opportunity now. He may get 2 looks at this. Double 5 to win the leg. Just skies it. Now Van Gerwen, trip 20. Trip 20. Double 19 to win the leg. 158 by Michael Van Gerwen. Wow. Chris Dobey knows that opportunity was there for his to take, and he doesn't take advantage. Van Gerwen's first visit, not great, but not terrible either. But a 180 by Chris Dobey separates the pair by almost 200 points. Van Gerwen needs a big visit here. He won't get it. And to follow up the 141, no, the 180 by Chris Dobey hits a 140. Now Van Gerwen on the trip 19 gets 2 trips in a single 19. Dobey's gonna have another visit here for 88, leaves 41. Now that will be 9 double 16, or you could go 1 tops, just depending on what he feels. I would personally go the 9 double 16 route. Does get the 9. Now down to double 16. And he gets it. One leg all here in the 6th set. The 6th set, I should say. Van Gerwen at 380. Chris Dobey comes down to 367. And Chris Dobey right now scoring very well. His average is up now. Almost on par with Michael Van Gerwen. Just about a 1.5 off. Again, some good darts here by Chris Dobey now. Now he's feeling confident. He's feeling that confidence again, like he did in the 3rd set. Chris Dobey doesn't get a great visit there. Doesn't get down 2 and out. An opportunity for Van Gerwen now. And Van Gerwen will get himself 2 and out. Not a great out, but he gets himself down 2 and out. That's all that matters. So Chris Dobey needs a big visit here to put on the pressure. And he will. Leaves tops. Doesn't get there. Chris Doby now has tops Michael Van Gerwen, missing the 153, and Chris Doby takes the leg here. 2-1 here in this set. All right, Chris Dobey now. 2 trip 20s. Can he get the 30? Does. 180 both now. 4 180s in the match. Sit up a little bit here. Michael Van Gerwen comes away with a good visit there. Hit 2 trip 19s, leaves 181. Now Chris Dobey, if he hits a maximum here, that would be absolutely huge. He goes a little bit high on the first dart, second dart a little high as well. Third dart high as well. 60 leaves the 160 out. So Van Gerwen can set himself up here and have an opportunity at the out. Van Gerwen leaves 36, double 18. Dobey now hits the first trip 20. Oh, way outside on the second one. Hits the trip 1. Now go down to even that out and leaves 78. Now Van Gerwen to tie the leg, and he does. Now 2 legs all in this 5th set. Chris Dobey's average dropped in that leg a bit, down to 93. Michael Van Gerwen, when the going gets tough, he is the tough gets going. 140 by Dobey, at least gets him a little bit closer to Van Gerwen on the Van Gerwen throw. Needed a ton there to put on pressure. And now Van Gerwen with a look at 95. Doesn't get there. Hits a single 19, single 20. No out possible. Now Dobey to try and reel this in. 99. Not even 99. That wasn't even that great. That was like a 97. And now Van Gerwen hits tops to win the set, and now it's 5-1. And Michael Van Gerwen in the driver's seat here. There's 180 for Michael Van Gerwen. And Dobey is pretty much down and out now. I think this is pretty much over. Even though there's 3 more legs to play, Chris Dobey is going to need a miracle to happen here. Can Van Gerwen get it? Yes, we're on a 9-darter. Chris Dobey, he has tried to fight. He has tried to fight in this match, but it just hasn't been enough. Gets 100 out of it, down to 210 for the 9-dart leg. And nope. When are we going to see one on live on stream? We have not been able to get one on the live stream so far. The two that have happened have been either I'm working or I've been in bed. So, not great. Not great whatsoever for me on the 9 darters, but Van Gerwen gets trip 20, needs double 12. A little bit lower, gets single 12. So an opportunity for Dobey here, but he has to take out 1-2-0. So he needs to take out Shanghai. So go for the trip 20. Gets it. Single 20. Gets it. Now tops to take the leg. And he gets it. Nice job, Chris Dobey. Oh, and here goes Michael Van Gerwen again. 140, though. Just keeps pumping up that average. Can Dobey find a maximum somewhere? He needs one. Michael Van Gerwen's been the highest scorer in this matchup and just continues that on. Leaves 1-3-4 to tie the leg. 140. For the one and only Chris Dobey. Double 16 missed by Van Gerwen. Now Dobey needs something here. Gets the first start in the treble bed. Gets 2. Can he get a third? No. 125. Leaves 94. Van Gerwen to tie this set at 1-all. Hits 16 on the first dart outside the wire of double 8. The second dart, third dart's in there. And mighty Michael Van Gerwen. When it matters most, this is where he thrives. 140 for Chris Dobey on his first visit to the board. 125 for Van Gerwen. Right now, Van Gerwen in this set 7 has averaged 111, now 98 for Chris Dobey. That's going to hurt the average a little bit for Van Gerwen after that throw. That was not a great visit. Now Dobey to try and take advantage. And Gerwen only has a 3-point advantage. Oh, Dobey. Dobey. 67. That's not what he wanted, because now Van Gerwen's going to pounce on that. And here he does with 1 dart, 2 darts, 3 darts, and that's 140. 82 remains for Van Gerwen. Now here's Dobey to try and take this 158 out. It's not going to go. Van Gerwen 82 to win the leg and go to a possible last leg here. And he gets it on double top. Chris Dobey has not been in this match. He has been down and out. Looked way too conservative in the first set, too conservative in the second set. Wins the third set. I thought that might have sparked a fire, but now you can just see he is deflated here. completely out of it. He's not, he knows it too. Dobey needs a maximum. He needs to get some scoring going. He gets the first two in the treble bed. Gets a 180. There we go for Chris Dobey. $140 for Van Gerwen. Leaves them 100 points apart. Dobey now. It's triple 20, then goes down to 19s to try and set up the 9-darter. Ends up not even hitting the trip 20. Goes down to 224, giving the advantage back to Van Gerwen. Van Gerwen, though, goes 180 and gets him down to a 41 out to win the match. That's right, I said win the match. And Chris Dobey, yeah, this is it here, isn't it? One match start miss, second misses as well. So Chris Dobey, if he can take the 164, he stays alive. He'll start off with the trip 19, misses that, goes bullseye, misses that as well, goes up to trip 20, misses everything, leaves 100 for the match. Michael Van Gerwen on double 16 and he only needs one dart. And Michael Van Gerwen is our first finalist of the 2025 PDC Paddy Power World Darts Championship. Absolutely astounding performance by mighty Michael Van Gerwen. And he will either face Luke Littler or Stephen Bunting. Well, not a great performance by Chris Dobey. I really thought he was going to be a lot better than that, but he wasn't. Averages for Van Gerwen, 98.8, 94.7 for Dobey. 24 trebleless visits for Van Gerwen, 31 for Dobey. But Dobey did have some good ton plus visits there, 34 to 32 in his favor. 17 to 14, 140 plus for Van Gerwen. 8 to 5 and 180s for Van Gerwen. But the highest out was taken by Chris Dobey with a 170, 158 for Michael Van Gerwen. So that ends this first match of the day. That went very quick. Well then, and the PDC website still isn't working, so we continue to watch on the tablet. I'm going to have to possibly get an earbud or something. Just so I have a chance to listen to some of the commentary interview for Michael Van Gerwen. He's in his first final since 22. The 22-23 finals. Well, there we go. We'll get ready here for Stephen Bunting and Luke Littler, which, again, I think that's going to be a really good match. I think Stephen Bunting is playing the best darts of his career. And I have a feeling we're going to have a lot of people joining in the stream because they're going to be wanting to see what's going to happen with the young phenom, Luke Littler. So if you're still watching the live stream, I want to know your predictions of the next match between Stephen Bunting and Luke the Nuke Littler. Again, this is the semifinal I'm really disappointed in. Because I would rather see Stephen Bunting and Luke Littler in the final. I think that would be a better final than what we're going to get. We're going to get MVG and possibly Luke Littler. Now, the thing is that Luke Littler has been fantastic this tournament. Hasn't been quite up there. Hasn't hit his 9-darter. Hasn't hit nearly as many 180s, but he is in the lead of the 180 category in the tournament. Maybe now, since they... Let's see here. Yeah, I don't know. I could see Luke Littler just completely dominating in the semifinal, going 6-1 like MVG did. I could see it going 6-5, either direction. The only thing I don't see is Stephen Bunting dominating this match. He's either going to scrap like hell, or Luke Littler is just going to dominate. I mean that's kind of how it's going to have to go. This is the kind of matchup that you would want to see in a semifinal because you just know that this is going to be a decent matchup. Stephen Bunting's no bad player. He's actually going to put himself into the top 5 after this tournament. That's astounding. He was 22nd last year. He was out of the top 15, out of the top 20. And he's had some really good performances. Won the Masters. And I thought very good form. He looked very good. He's kept up that consistency all throughout the year. And now it's starting to pay off because this is where it matters. This is where it counts. So here we go, folks. We are in to the final match of the day. How is this still not fixed, PDC? Get it together. Like, again, people pay for this service, and yet none of that money seems like it's been used to make the platform better. This is just ridiculous. Absolutely horrendously ridiculous. It's been working all tournament long, and we get to the most important tournament of the part of the tournament to determine our finalist, and you can't get it to work. I work in the tech industry. This goes back to like when Netflix went down. That problem should have been fixed within 30 minutes. And if you can't fix it in 30 minutes, fire all those people. Find people who are going to be competent enough to get it fixed in no time, because this is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous what's happening right now. I mean, the fact that I have to watch it on my tablet on mute. I like to listen to the commentary. I like to know what's being said. So I may go up and get my wireless earbuds just so I can at least have one in my ear so I know what's being said. So I'll be right back. Stay tuned. We'll be back with the Luke Littler match. Okay, I am back. Let's go ahead and do this. Is the Bluetooth on? Okay, that connected to my phone. Okay. Okay. So I got my earbud in so I can at least hear the commentary. Can't do that. Earbud is too big. No, it's still not working. People on Twitter are going to be pissed. Yeah, I feel like this match is going to go on for a long time. All right, here we go. Player introductions. I will say I love Bunting just because he's a family man. Like how involved his family is with his career and how supportive they are of his darting career. I mean, his kid's probably one of the most amped up kids out there, especially when his dad's playing. Just seeing his kid be just real excited about what's happening. PDC TV, why do you do this? But again, welcome in to all the viewers in here, and I'll also thank you to all the new followers here on the Twitch channel. We hit the 20 follower goal, and now we're making our way to 50. This is just ridiculous. I've never seen... Well, that's okay. I can still watch it on the tablet, so luckily my tablet is somewhat of a decent size, so I can watch it. All right, so my final predictions is this. I'm going to go 6-5, Luke Littler. Luckily, we'll have the scoreboard up for those who are not able to watch. But I can't even get the stream up on my side to even do anything. Luckily, the tablet's working, so I can do that. So, Luke Littler, 17-year-old phenom. The Prince of the Palace is what they call him. And then Stephen Bunting throws an 18-gram target dart. That's a really light steel tip dart. Like you're like in soft tip, that's like middle of the road. That's what I throw as an 18-gram. I throw an 18-gram Harrows, Black Titan, Black Knight. You're getting to, that's about middle of the road, almost to the heavier portions of soft tip. So I didn't know Bunting had an 18-gram steel tip dart. So here we go. Luke Littler to start this off. 140. Oof. $60 for Littler there. Bunting now needs a big visit. Put some pressure back on. Again, Bunting, sometimes in first couple of legs he struggles. So to get into the groove, while Luke Littler can come out explosive here. That's what's happened here. He's hit two 140s and gets down to a 161. Bunting, even with a maximum, doesn't get to an out. First 100 for the bullet. Littler sets himself up with tops. Bunting. There it is. Come on, Steven. There it is. Gets himself to a 104 out. Now Littler needs tops to take the first leg. Sky's the first one. Second one right in the middle. And Luke Littler takes the first leg here. Now that Bunting's found the treble, wouldn't surprise me if he hits a lot more now. That first visit wasn't great, though. Was not great. $100 for Littler. Two 180s for Luke Littler. $140 for Bunting. There's one. Tops for Littler. Misses tops low. Goes to double 10, which is automatic for him. Goes 2 legs up in the first set. Not a great visit there. The lowest visit for Littler, 81. There you go, Steven. 2 treble 20s, 3 180. Good visit. Very good visit. $58 for Littler. Not a great visit. Bunting now on a 103. He almost has to take this out. It's the first treble. Now goes 3. Tops. Oh. Now Bunting has 3 chances at tops to stall out this Littler momentum. And he gets it in there. $140 for Bunting to open up this fourth leg here. $96 for Littler. There you go. Steven Bunting again, another 180. Wow. $95 by Littler. Gets him down to 170. Bunting with an easier out, 41. Goes 9. Double 16. Gets it. We're all tied up in the first set. Let's go. There we go. Excuse me. 180 by Littler. Stephen Bunting, another 140. Littler, though, is on 87. Needs a triple. Goes for bullseye, misses it. Now, Stephen Bunting has an opportunity here. Bunting taking just a little bit of time. Gets a drink of water. Just gets himself ready. 46 for Luke. Which way will he take it? Double 10. Automatic by Luke the Nuke. Automatic. So set one goes to Luke Littler, who averaged 105. Bunting, though, 113 average in that set. I think we're in for a good match here. Luke Littler, though, has 6-4 ton-plus throws, but Bunting 5-3 in the 140 category. Both players on 3 180s. And checkout percentages right now for Stephen Bunting, 2 of 3 for 66%. And Luke Littler, 3 of 7 for 43%. Both players, no ton-plus checkouts quite yet. Highest for Bunting was 41, 46 for Luke Littler. So Luke Littler has come to play here. And if that's how he starts it off, this is going to be a really long... This could be a really good match if that's how we're going to kick it off. I hate wearing my earbuds because it just irritates my ear, but we're good. We'll be okay. So both players out. Excuse me. Starting quickly here. Bunting on and out of 170. Birdie had one today by Chris Doby, so he'll go for this. Hits first one. Second one's in there. Bullseye! Oh, just kind of a wild dart. Didn't even hit the single bowl. No. Littler on 140. Doesn't get it. Needed a triple on the first dart. Now Bunting with 31. 15 to double 8. Misses double 8. Double 4. Oh. Tops for Littler. Wouldn't be surprised if he splits it either. Yep, he'll split it. He's gone double 10 3 times and he's hit it all 3 times. What magic he has just on his outs. So here we go for Littler. 136 for Luke. Now Bunting up here. Doesn't get quite up to the treble 20. Very close. Second dart does hit it. Third dart goes to the 19s. $58. Oh. Wonder for Bunting, so Littler will have to fight it back a little bit. Gets 100 out of it. Goes down to 207. Bunting, maximum, gets him to an out. $138 gets Bunting down to an out now. Littler will set himself up, though, for one. It's 81. Hit the single bull. He's 126. Possible chance for Bunting to have 2 looks at this. Or maybe he just goes with 1 look here. Bullseye. Ah, just outside the wire again on the bullseye. All right, Bunting needs 25, goes 9. And then double 8 outside the wire. Tries it again. Oh, hits the double 16. Five, double 10 for Littler. Inside wire, double 5. Ooh. That was a bad miss by Littler on the double 10. Just on the inside wire. Goes 9. Now double 8 for Bunting to tie up this set. Double 4. There we go. Bunting ties it up 1-all. So we're back on throw here. 58 for Bunting. Littler stays up in the 20s. $59 for Bunting. So very low scoring so far. Both players still averaging in the hundreds. Littler turning it on. 180. 47 for Luke, leaves 182. Bunting can take advantage here if he gets a max. $100, it's okay. But this does give Luke Littler an opportunity to set it up. And gets 90, goes down to 92. Now Bunting, if he does hit a good... have a good visit here, can put pressure on the 17-year-old. That's a very good visit. 140, leaves 48. Forces Littler to pretty much make this happen. Tried to go 20, double 18, misses all that. Now Stephen Bunting has an opportunity. He'll go 16, double 16, or he can go 8 tops. Goes single 16, double 16 for the leg. Misses the first dart, second dart. Oh, hits the single 16. I didn't see it right where it landed, but double 6 for Luke Littler to take a 2-1 lead. And he breaks the Bunting throw. $56 for Littler. Bunting, can he go for it here? Switches position, gets the trip 20. Trip 20 again, 140. Good visit by the bullet. Now the nuke. Yeah, both players averaging 89 in this second set, so not super high. But they've been playing a little bit. They were probably amped up in that first set, and now they want to kind of calm it down. $60 for Bunting. Has a 16-point lead over Littler, but that can be wiped down, and it does. Now, Bunting needs a big visit here to put on the pressure. 180 left for Littler. 180 for Bunting puts him down to an out. Needs a 140 now. Needs a triple. Needs another one. Just like that. Nope. Gets 96, so gets him down to 205. And Littler in charge now. Leaves tops for Littler after the 140. Now Bunting needs to put pressure on, but that's going to be tough to do. $140. Leaves 65. Littler for tops to take the second set. And he gets it. So there we go. 2 sets completed. Luke Littler, again, played quite well. Both of them are playing quite well. So taking a look here at the averages. We'll actually double check, make sure that this is still down. So right now, Stephen Bunting still has the advantage in the average department, 102 to 101.4. Ton plus throws, 14 to 11 in favor of Luke Littler. 8 to 4 and 140 plus for Bunting, but 4 to 3 in the 180 categories. On the checkouts, though, Checkouts for Bunting have dropped. He was 60%. Now he's down to 23%. He has gone 3 of 13 on checkouts. So we saw a few missed darts there in that set. For Luke Littler, 6 of 15 for 40%. And right now that it's been proven why. So he won that set straight through. So, and I will be right back. I'm going to go use the restroom real quick, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Oh, sit in this chair for long enough, you're having to sit here. When it's time to go, it's time to go. All right, here we go. For Luke Littler, he has the darts in this third set. Steven's going to have to really pump it up here now. Oh, Luke Littler, don't do it to him like that. Gets the 158 checkout. And Bunting just knows. That's what happens. 177 for Luke. Puts him on a 9 darter. $100 for Bunting. $140 for Luke. Now here comes Bunting. 180 would be huge. Doesn't get him to an out, but it would be huge. Third dart just dropped a little bit. Goes 140. Here's Luke the Nuke. It's 128, leaving 56. That'll be 16 double top. $140 for Luke the Nuke. Excuse me, for Stephen Bunting now. Oh, that's awkward. Went 16 for tops, hits 5. 36 for Littler. Now Bunting needs 64. Goes triple 16, double 8. Gets it. Ties the leg up. Littler focused in on that treble 20. Hits all 3. Oh, almost 140 for Luke. Littler leaves 181. $140 for the bullet. Luke in control of the leg. It's 127, leaves 54. Bunting with the maximum, though, can get back into the leg. While his first hurt, that does not help. It's 44 out of it. And here we go for Bunting again. It's 100. $83 for the bullet, leaves 318. Now Luke Littler, 421, needs a treble, doesn't find one, gets 57 out of that. So Bunting now in control right now, both averaging still over 100. $100. $140.
Can I ask you, was it something I did? Still I wonder, 'cause it isn't too clear.
It's 96 for Bunting, leaves him with 122. Maximum for here for Littler, puts the pressure on. Littler misses all of them, gets one trip, and that's a trip 19. $122 for Bunting. to tie up the leg. Oh no, Littler for double 11. Oh. Stephen Bunting now can tie this up with a 25 out. Double 8. Littler 180 off the bat.
Can I ask you, was it something
It's an okay reply from Bunting, 140.
still I wonder, 'cause it isn't too clear. I don't want no trouble, tired of the lies.
Littler only gets 100 out of that. Bunting can reply. If he gets a 140, they're tied up. Wow, that was terrible. That was terrible. 174 for Luke the Nuke. Leaves 47 to take the third set. Bunting. $60. And 47 here for Luke the Nuke. He gets the 7, goes up tops, hits single 20, down to double 10, and he gets it. And Luke the Nuke takes the third set. And maybe that's the reset Bunting needs. There it is. There's the Bunting we know. Good start.
Hey, it's me. I just wanted to let you know
99.
I miss you. I know we haven't spoken in a while and things have been weird. But I still think about you a lot. Do you think about me?
Bunting 100. Now Luke Littler at 306. He's going to have to really put in some work here. He will get a second visit. Hit the single 19. Goes for single 11. 32, double 16 remains for Bunting. Take the leg here, and 180 for Luke puts the pressure on, but I don't think Bunting's going to worry about that too much. He's been pretty good on the doubles, on double 16, and he's shows that again.
I just wanted to let you know.
So here we go for Luke Littler again.
I know we haven't spoken in a while and things have
Oh, please tell me this is working now.
but I still think about you a lot. Do you think about me?
It is. It's working, finally. I can take that damn earbud out of my ear. There we go. We're back in business, guys. PDC TV is back up and running now.
I just wanted to let you know.
For those who are having trouble, it only took them 3 hours.
Do you think about me?
There we go. Okay. Can give my ear a break. All right, here we go. So Littler needs tops to tie it up. Bunting very far behind. $96. Misses tops, goes double 10. Again, he is just automatic on double 10. Luke Littler, I mean, again, you can take some lessons from him about double, just, you know, sometimes tops doesn't work, just go to double 10. Hit single 20, go double 10. That's okay. $27 for Littler. What the 20? Did I say 27? $133 by Bunting now puts Luke Littler on the back foot. What am I talking about? What am I talking about here? The kid is just... When it's time to clutch, he clutches it. Just... $135 for Bunting. $100 for Littler. Okay, so Bunting's going to get a chance at a double. But he needs a good visit here. He needs something. 60. Not the greatest. Now Luke Littler will set himself up. He'll get 100 at least. 140. Okay, pressure's on Bunting. Needs a trip 18. Gets it. Tops. Ah. Bunting is just 14 for Littler to tops. And he gets it on one dart. I just can't. I just can't. $140 for Luke Littler. Bunting now. It's 140 as well. Come on. One more there, Bunting. See, I picked Luke Littler, but I would love to see either one who goes to the final is going to put up a really good challenge against Michael Van Gerwen. 131 for Littler gets him down to 130. Now Bunting can get a 180 here and put on some pressure. There's the first trip 20. There's the second. One more. Come on. Yes. Oh, double 13 for Bunting. He misses. Oh, my Lord. You cannot miss your doubles against this kid. You just can't. You miss it, Littler's going to come back. He's going to get an opportunity. Hi, Cosmic Reynolds on YouTube. Thank you for subscribing. Well, I don't know why you got retracted there. Unless you didn't subscribe. There's a possibility, so. Well, here we go. Averages. Littler on 106.5. 106.15. Bunting 99. Again, I mean, this is top level darts, and Littler is just making it look easy. 25 to 19 in the 10 plus scoring. 14 to 13 in favor of Bunting in 140s. 8 to 5 in 180s. Checkout percentages, though, only 31% for Stephen Bunting. That is not good. That is not good whatsoever. You gotta hit your doubles. 12 of 25 for Littler. He's hitting 48%. He's almost at 50% of hitting his doubles. So maybe Stephen Bunting, maybe this is the kick in the pants he needs. Had a couple of chances to win some legs and missed them, so he needs to come back on the next one here. But wow. Again, if you're watching here on Twitch, make sure to hit that follow button. We're on a gold to 50. If you're over on YouTube, just subscribe for more content. Trying to get both built up on the same time now that dual streaming is allowed. Oh, I mean, I did not expect to have it 4-0 like this. This is ridiculous. Oh, they got the 2025 calendar up. Okay, cool. Since we have a moment, never mind, we don't have a moment. Let's go ahead and get ready here. Littler with the throw here. It's 99. 171 by Bunting, 3 triple 19s. I'm not even going to say it. I'm not even going to say it about Littler. Another maximum. $64 for Luke Littler to take the first leg of the 5th set here. Gets 44, made a mess of that. Now Bunting with an opportunity to steal this away. Double 8, double 4. Gets it. There we go. That's exactly what Bunting needed. Was a leg against the darts. Maybe get himself going a little bit. Oh, that's not a good dart there, Steven. That's not another good dart. Oh, man. Get 68 out of it. But that's what I throw. That's my average. There you go, Steven. 140 is good. $93. And Littler again. Again. That's a good first dart. It's a good second dart. Third dart, even better. Puts Bunting in control. 100. Double 10 for Bunting. Gets it first start. $60 for Bunting. $382 left for Luke the Nuke. We'll get 98. I'm surprised he didn't go back to single 20. Get those 2 extra points. $140 leaves $144. Even with the maximum, Bunting will not go out. Oh, oof. You better get up there and grab that dart, Luke. Don't want to lose any points from that. $162 by Bunting on 3 triple 18s. Oh, and Luke Littler double. Two double 20s takes the leg. 2-1 Stephen Bunting now with the darts. $99 for Bunting on the first visit. Okay, Littler throws a 1, then a single 20, and a triple 19. Gets 78. Oof. That was... I can't say enough about Luke Littler. He is just amazing at this game. For how young he is. I mean, he is just incredible. And there's a reason he's top 5. He's number 4 in the world. Gets a 100 out of that. Now Bunting up there. $138 leaves the big fish. $170 for Bunting. He will have another visit, so it's not like it matters. He misses it. $140 for Luke Littler, leaves 83. Bunting does have to take out the 70. Gets 18. Needs 20. Goes 12 for tops. Oh. Just went high with it. 83 for Luke Littler, the 17-year-old phenom. Gets trip 17, goes sick double 16, misses it wide. Very awkward. And then goes single 16. Now, Bunting for the set to get his first set. He does it. Stephen Bunting finally gets a set on the board. And who knows, that could be the one and only set he wins. It really could be. All right. Whew. Well, at least Bunting's not going to be blown out here. Oh, well, make sure you hit that follow button, guys, and subscribe on YouTube. Tomorrow's the last day of darts, but now that we got time here, averages are around the same. I mean, we won't discuss averages, but we can talk the schedule a little bit here. So the first broadcast will be the Bahrain Darts Masters. That's January 16th and 17th. I may be available. Let me check my calendar. That's a Sunday and Monday. Oh, that's February. My bad. 16th and 17th. Yep. So we'll be doing a live stream then. And then after that, it's at the end of the month, the 24th and 25th. Depending on what time basketball is, I might... Nope, it's an afternoon game. So I'll do the Friday watch along on the 24th and 25th, and then the Windmount World Masters is back the following weekend. And I will be able to cover that as well. So we'll do some watch-alongs. The first players, and then Premier League night number 1. I think we're going to do watch-alongs for all the Premier League nights. That's on February 6th. Never mind, we're not doing the first night. No, we will. We will be able to, because that's like a noon start, I think. So, we'll just have to keep an eye on the broadcast schedule for that. And the Players' Championships will get going here. I will not be able to do the Players' Championships because I work on those mornings, so won't be able to cover those. But then night 2 of the Premier League will happen the next week on February 13th. So we'll be able to cover pretty much all the Premier League nights because those are Thursdays. So those work. And then the UK Open at the end of February starts at 28th. We do have a home basketball game, so I won't be able to cover the Saturday or the Sunday event. So we'll be able to cover a little bit of that tournament. So, but we are going to do a lot more of these watch-alongs. So, Bunting has the darts to start off this set. Bunting gets 60 out of it. Ugh. Ugh. $140 for Luke Littler. Here we go. Bunting finally finding that treble again. Good comeback there. $180 for Luke Littler. $81 by Bunting. So Littler will set himself up here. It's triple 5, triple 19, single 19, 91. $60. Littler needs 90. It's the single bowl. Goes bowl again, goes tops. Only gets 50 out of it. Bunting can take this out. I mean, it's a possibility. No, he won't. So Littler to take the first leg. Oh, skies that dart. But Luke Littler gets it done anyway, so doesn't even have to split it. Littler 12 180s now. Bunting's kind of lost the darts a little bit here. 135 gets him a little closer, but Luke has just been on a tear. 60. $96 for Bunting, now $160 for Luke. Doesn't get the first treble and will have to just set himself up. He will. 63 leaves 97. Big fish for Bunting. Just a little high. Good. That was good. Puts a little pressure on Luke Littler. Goes treble 19. Misses that. Goes treble 18. Tops. No, 20. 12. My bad. Bad darts math there. It's 95. Now, Bunting can level up this game with a 70 out. So he'll probably take the traditional route. Treble 17. Double 8. Yep. Double 8. It's a good marker. There it is. 1-all. 1-all. It's all right, Steven. Just relax. $137 for the nuke. $98 for Bunting. $140 for Littler. There you go, Steven. 180. Good fight back there. Littler will just set himself up. 119 gets him down to 105. That's a big checkout. Triple 19. Misses the second dart. Gets 96 out of it. Still puts pressure on Luke. He has to go for it. Hits the bullseye first. Goes 15. Tops. Just underneath the wire. Now Bunting was 68. He can go 18 bull. He could go... He's going to go traditional, so he's going to start with treble 20. Double 4. He gets it. Stephen Bunting, welcome to the match, sir. $100 for Littler. Come on, Stephen Bunting. Come on. Let's make this a match. $58 for Bunting. Still in command here unless Littler puts up a big visit here, which he won't. Nope. Not great. He really needed a ton to really take advantage. 100. Okay, Bunting can fight back here. He's only a few points about. He's 20 points away. And he wipes that out. Come on. One more. Let's go. Yes. This has been a great set. 180 leaves 4. 12. Double 12. Good marker. Double 6. Oh. Pressure got to him. He needed to go through his routine. 2. Double 1 in the madhouse. Here we go. Oh. Terrible dart. It's 81. If Littler throws 60, at least he puts him in kind of control of the leg. And he doesn't. He just does Luke Littler things. He just does the Luke Littler thing. $100 for Bunting. Ay, ay, ay. There you go, Stephen Bunting. 140. Gets him down to 180. Doesn't give him an out. But Luke Littler on fire. 140 gets him down to 84. There you go. Leaves tops. $20. 14. Oh. That was huge. That was absolutely huge by Luke Littler. Now Littler just turning in the screws. Surprising he didn't hit that last treble 20. Oh. Yeah, I think this is over. I think we're at that point. Luke Littler's on set point, and he's very confident now. It's 88. Gets him down to a finish of 76. Bunting can hit a 180 and put pressure on. There's the first one. Second one's there. Third one. Oh. It's 140. Leaves 76 as well. Double 8. Hits 8. Double 4. Outside. All right, Bunting, just relax. Double 8. Outside wire. Oh, he hits a single 8. That's how it was me last night in my last match of the night. Just could not find the out when I needed it. $140 for Bunting to start it off. $90. For Littler. One more in there. Had two trip 19. Could have had two trip 19s. $119 for Littler puts him down to 292. Bunting needs a big visit here. Okay, he needed a triple to get down to a finish, but that's okay. And here comes Luke. Doesn't get him down to a finish. Oh, it does. 152. Tops. There we go. $140 for Luke, the nuke. Can Bunting find anything left in his tank here? Good first start. That's good. That's fine. Oh no. Bullseye. Just respect from Stephen Bunting for hitting the 170. Now all he's missing is a 9-darter. So 2 170s in a day, though. I mean, that's... $170, $150, and $100 for checkouts for Luke Littler. I mean, that's been the difference. Bunting hasn't hit 1 ton plus checkout. 140 for Bunting to start this leg. $134. Stephen Bunting said yesterday in the interview he would rather not have seen neither Aspinall or Littler, and he's getting everything he bargained for in this match. $57. I think Bunting knows at this point it's pretty much over. It's done. $52 for Bunting. Gets him down to an out, but Luke Littler is going to have probably 2 opportunities at 156. Gets 86 out of it, goes down to tops. Good first start by Bunting. Needs a second one in there. Oh. Could not follow that up. Comes down to 40. But Luke Littler with the darts. Gets up to tops and gets it. And Luke Littler will be heading to the World Darts Finals. World Dart Championship Finals tomorrow against Michael van Gerwen. Just... wow. Wow. Just... 105? Holy moly. So both matches 6-1. Michael van Gerwen was very dominant in his semifinal, but 105 average for Luke Littler. I mean, that's insane. Holy moly. Bunting with 100 though. I mean, he didn't play bad. He didn't play bad at all. He just had some bad visits. It's just Littler was that much better. Just that much better. We're going to get an all-time classic final, though. Just... Just... So we're gonna get what this is the dream final that Sky Sports wants. They want these two playing each other. They want Michael Van Gerwen taking on Luke Littler. They didn't get a chance to have that as their first match when they got the Premier League going last year, because it happened at the Bahrain Darts Masters. But okay. Wow. The checkouts. Did this just die on me? Oh, God dang it. I want to see the checkouts on PDC. So Luke Littler had a checkout percentage of 44%. So not great. But he had 3-ton plus checkouts. I mean, that's always great. The biggest difference in that was the checkouts, though. I mean, Stephen Bunting only had 36% checkouts, 12 of 33, 19 of 43. So Luke Littler had 10 more opportunities at a checkout than Stephen Bunting, and he took advantage of it. I mean, he landed 7 more doubles than Stephen Bunting. 100.1. I mean, if there's anything Stephen Bunting should walk away with, he should walk away with his head held high. He's not going to make the grand finale. That's disappointing for him because he's been playing very well. But to walk away knowing that you just played probably the best darts player right now. Yeah, it's between him and Michael Van Gerwen. Luke Humphries has been good all year. He's up there. He's a top 3. Those 3 right now are the best. Those 3 right there. They've been playing the best darts all year long. Michael Van Gerwen's kind of been on ebb and flows, but when it comes down to this tournament, this is his tournament. This is his home. So, just, unfortunate for him, but he should be very happy with his performance throughout the month and into the new year. And he, he's going to be top 5. He's going to be in the top 5 of the Order of Merit. Last year he was 22nd. Coming into this tournament, he was number 8. He's climbed it as well. He's improved so much in the last couple of years, and he's been super good. A couple of times, especially in that 4th set, 5th set, Bunting did have a chance to win the set. Unfortunately, didn't do it, but yeah, that's very dominant semifinal on both sides. And really, honestly, this is the final we deserve for the year. I did not predict this final at the beginning of the tournament. I thought it was going to be Littler and somebody else. Like, I thought maybe at one point You know, we could see Luke Littler, Gerwen Price, because Gerwen Price was showing up. Callum Rids was definitely a dark horse, but yeah, it's just it's how it goes. You know, it's just how this tournament goes. So, but yeah, tomorrow we'll be back live with the finals watch along. It's the best of 13 sets. That it's gonna go. It's gonna happen. It's going to be a match tomorrow. I don't think it's going to be a whitewash either way. You have the two best players right now going head to head. If I had to pick, I think it's going to be Luke Littler. Tonight, he was just that much better because if we compare the stats, Van Gerwen only averaged 98 tonight. Luke Littler 105. That's a 7-point difference. Seven. You know. The 180 thrones. Van Gerwen with 813 for Luke Littler. But it's going to be close. I think it's going to be close. It's going to be one of those very close matches tomorrow. So, but yeah, thank you to all the followers today. We achieved the 20 follower goal and we're on to 50 now to try and get this channel up to affiliate on Twitch. Of course, thanks to those who subscribed on YouTube as well. Make sure you head over to YouTube and subscribe there. It's a great... You know, that will be where I post content as well throughout the year. So, good year. It's a good way to start this year. So, well, thank you everybody for watching. We will see you tomorrow at, is that 1 o'clock? Double check here. I don't even remember when it starts. $1 o'clock. So I'll be live 1 o'clock in the afternoon Mountain Time. So 20 GMT, that's 7 o'clock your British time, or English time, I should say. And we will go again. So, but thank you all. Really appreciate it. Definitely into a new area for me, but you know, the followers and the people coming in to watch have been great. So thank you all for watching. And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow afternoon for the finals of the 2024-2025 Paddy Power PDC World Darts Championship here on AJT Darts. Have a good night, everybody.